this is a melodic and lyrical etude, rhythmic precision is extremely important. The first line of music will show a listener if you are playing with a consistent subdivision. One way that I have my students practice this is to articulate the subdivision. This helps the brain become accustomed to inserting the subdivision while you are playing. And in this case, it's a dotted quarter note tied over to an eighth note. Let's listen to Adrian as he demonstrates how to practice this. Whenever we add ornamentation of any kind, we run the risk of grace notes and trills creating rhythmic problems. In measure 5, we have to be able to add in the trill and the grace notes without affecting the written 8th note and 4/16 notes. To verify that your rhythm is correct, you can practice things in the following order. First, you play the written rhythm without any ornamentation at all. Next, add the trill in. In this case, it may only be 1 or 2 finger wiggles. And finally, you add the grace notes. So you have trill, grace notes, and the remaining 16th notes. Hopefully by adding things in one at a time, your ears will continue to insist upon the written rhythm remaining intact. As you have been working on this etude, you may have found that your tongue can actually go a lot faster than you thought while you are playing the repeated 16th notes. Now, unfortunately, that can create a problem because you don't get to only play repeated 16th notes. You have to coordinate with different articulation patterns and different moving notes throughout this page. One of the ways you can keep from rushing the repeated 16th notes is to practice with some different articulation patterns and rhythms like this. In addition to the repeated articulated 16th notes, you have some different combinations of slurring and tonguing. It's important to remember that when you are playing something like this, your air should never stop. What you should stop would be the vibration of the reed in order to create the staccato quality. You will create the staccato space by returning your tongue to the reed. If this is the reed, and here's your tongue, you get space by your tongue snapping back to the reed while you continue to blow air. This stops the vibration of the reed. One way that you can figure out how this feels inside your mouth while you're playing is to use some syllabic things. So, repeat after me. Da-ah-what-dut. Da-ah-what-dut. Notice the T endings of what and dut. In order to make the T sound, your tongue has to be up at the roof of your mouth. What? Notice the T ending, your tongue snaps back and hits somewhere up there on the hard palate, up behind your top teeth. Now, if you had your saxophone mouthpiece and reed in your mouth, when you approximate the T ending, your reed will get in the way. And that's a good thing. We want the tongue to snap up to the reed, thereby stopping its vibrations. One last thing before you get to the saxophone is, let's now do da-ah-what-dut, but let's do it with some air sound. Kind of pucker your mouth a little bit, sort of like you're trying to play flute, but you're just not doing it very well. And blow some air, and let's approximate da-ah-what-dut. You can feel how your air is blowing and your tongue is snapping back up into place. Now let's listen to Adrian play the beginning of the first measure using that da-ah-what-dut approach, as well as giving an example of the fourth measure with the combination of slurring and tonguing. I hope that these tips will help as you prepare your music this year. You can download a copy of my All-Region Study Guide at the link that's listed in the description. Thanks for watching.